again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
McPherson has this one teed up, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch, and he'll power his way up near the 25. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return is Lamb. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out, it's the 3rd-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Spot Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Williams, and he's going to bull his way down from about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The offense already on the field here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Williams again, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ricky Williams punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 2nd down, Lynch. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiver. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Trenton Gill now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Okoye. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he's able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown. Deebo Samuel as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
They'll try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0.
So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. They start the second half here with Williams. They find some open field here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one complete. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here in the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Open man is Andre Reed, complete.
They'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lynch, left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
York able to send this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be, turning the ball over when they get a chance to...
Back now in Miami. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got it complete to Crabtree. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Herbert now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a first down carry. It's Williams fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Herbert. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Dave Casper from 21 yards away, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon. Yeah,
they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson will throw again. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Touchdown, Seahawks. David Njoku, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. This is caught. It's Crabtree. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Herbert on 1st down now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. Touchdown! Michael Crabtree from 3 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get 1 more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So it's a win for the home side, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he really had a great night throwing the football. 3 touchdown passes. He was totally locked in. He was precise and really willed his guys to the victory.